Hey, how's it going, everyone? Thanks for tuning into episode 12 of the Keep It Simple podcast, your 5 minute hits of value first thing in the morning. So, today, as you can hear, it's a lot quieter. It's actually nice and quiet. It's too early for people to be making a noise. I'm in the office already, and my days are getting really early, so it's probably for the next few weeks at least, it's going to be recording in these meeting rooms rather than outside, because although I still get to go for a walk, I'm walking around London and it's just too noisy to try and record a podcast and have you guys be able to hear anything and add any considerable value to you. So I'll be recording in a meeting room after my walk rather than during my walk. But anyway, that's not the point. I mean, a bit of trivial information that it's not necessary, but I just thought I'd let you know what's happening. Sorry. So today, I thought we'll talk about knowing where you are and then where you're going and how you want to get there, kind of thing. Or more importantly, knowing where you are to then allow you to go to where you want to be. So an example I can use straight off the bat is in what I'm doing currently, which is I want to be having my money work more for me than against me. So putting my money to work rather than sitting on cash. So in order for me to do that, I've had to obviously know where I am now in my finances, let's say, and then have an idea of where I want to be, and then you got to then calculate obviously the risks that you're prepared to take, etc., etc. So there's a lot of analysis that goes into it. But I mean, straight off the bat, you need to know that this is where I am. I want to be there. So what do I need to do to get there? And it's obviously start putting money to use and putting money in investments and things like that. So straight off the bat, it's like, okay, well, I've got X coming in, Y going out. The remainder is then Z. Of that remaining Z, how much can I put into this, that, and the other, right? And then you weigh up the risks that you're prepared to take in accordance with the amount of money that you put into things. So, sorry, I'm having a tough time with my throat. So, basically, just straight off the bat, you then got to then say, okay, well, that's all good and well, and I mean, long-term gain, short-term pain for long-term gain, and all that good stuff. But you've got to then kind of look at it and say, okay, that's what's happening. But then you need to try and automate it as much as possible, because if you don't automate it, you run the risk of then going, okay, well, this month I'm going to do it, and then next month you kind of go, oh yeah, I need a new suit, let's say, and then all of a sudden you splash out on a suit, 600, 700, 800 pounds on a suit or whatever it is that you pay for your suits, and now you don't put that money to work in an investment, and that's where the wheels start falling off. Whereas what I've done now is I've automated it as much as possible. So I've basically put myself under a tax where I've said, okay, 20% of everything I earn, I don't see. So paycheck comes in, same day, 20% goes out into something else. And that way, I never see it, so it's not like it hurts me. And then I never have that feeling of, oh, you know, I shouldn't have spent this money because now I can't put it to work for me. Whereas this is automated, so that's never going to happen, which is a good thing. And then you learn to live within your means. I mean, I think Tony Robbins said, or someone along those lines said, if the government was to put a tax on you or increase taxes, you'll bitch and moan and you'll be unhappy, but you will adjust and you'll be fine with it. So I've basically implemented that, and so far so good, really. So I guess the investment thing and money working for you is an easy example. I mean, if you were then to say, oh, I want to be CEO of a renewable energy company, but you knew nothing about renewable energy, well, then your journey is going to be a lot longer, because you're starting at point 1 or point 0, and you need to then go to level fucking 100. But in order to do that, you've got to know that, okay, I'm at level 0, and the only way you know that is by almost doing a deep dive analysis on yourself and your skill set. And then maybe you're a hell of a finance person, right? And you want to get into renewable energy. So you know you've got finance on your side. You're just lacking the knowledge around renewable energies. Well, that's easy to solve. There's a thing called Google. Have you heard of it? Get in there, look up renewable energies, learn as much as you can, and then from there implement that, and then combine that with your CFO or your finance experience, and all of a sudden you're someone that's going to add considerable value, because you're bringing two worlds together, and you can help a company out in more than one way. And long story short, that's the way that you would then add a lot of value, and it starts by knowing where you are in order to get to where you want to be. So I'm approaching my 5 minutes. I'm going to have to cut it short. We'll carry on with this probably later next week or maybe the week after. Have a good day. Follow us on iTunes, Stitcher, show us some love on social media. Thanks very much. Bye.